All right, joining me now for another edition of Coach's Corner. This is the NA3AHL edition. It is head coach of the NA3AHL Knights. It's Josh Fusco. And Josh, another weekend, another 3-game weekend, and another 6 points for your guys. So once again, you guys got it done on the road and did their job. First game 9-1 against Metro Moose, and then the next night got a little bit closer. 6-4 in the second night, and then 8-5 against the Wildcats on the road as well on Sunday. So let's start there. What were your general takeaways from the weekend in terms of how your guys played?
We actually started out real hot, and then I don't know if it was a combination of being tired and a little banged up. And some guys last week were kind of under the weather. So,
yeah.
I talked about the consistency and stuff like that with you last week, and I think it was just a little bit of everything tied in there. Friday and Saturday were long days.
Yeah.
And then, we dealt with traffic. Traffic was terrible down there. So, it was like 40 minutes to the rink, but really it was 2 hours, So, tried keeping the boys pretty fresh and getting them out of bed earlier Saturday morning, get some good food in them and throughout the day. And it kind of helped, but I think overall, we stuck to the game plan and we got 6 points. It was a battle.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. It was a battle. It was 3 games, and I was a little worried Sunday morning, but the Wildcats there really took it to us.
Yeah.
And you could see us, not really panic. Saturday we kind of started to panic a little bit with Metro, and then took a little rant in the locker room to kind of wake them up and settle them down. And you know what? It's hats off to them.
Yeah.
We were down in that game for a little bit, and then we came back, and that game ended up being a shootout there. Going up and down the ice, and then Sunday morning, we were down 4-3 going into the third period, and we come back and win 8-5.
Yep.
So the resiliency, the effort, the competitiveness, the heart of this team is tremendous. And the adversity.
Sure.
We can. Kind of proves that we can really be put in any situation and take charge and take control and walk away with the points at the end of the night. So it was good to see. It was at times a little frustrating and kind of getting gray hairs there on the bench, but overall, I think it shows what kind of team we really are.
Sure.
And who I got in that locker room, and hats off to ultimately them. One guy had a bad shift, one guy stepped up. One guy had a bad game, 2 guys stepped up. So it was a good job overall.
Obviously, your team now has been through just about every kind of game you can go through, and then as you mentioned there, this past weekend was kind of a perfect embodiment of that. But defensively, it started out allowing just 1 goal in the first game on Friday, and then Saturday a few goals, and then again on Sunday some goals scored against. What do you think your defense? What do you want to see them adjust to maybe get that goal total down? And we've talked about it consistency-wise and just in terms of trying to bring down the goals against.
Honestly, I think one of the biggest things is when I started seeing guys are trying to do too much. Trying to take charge and do too much with the puck. At the end of the day, we're a north-south team. And the way our system is set up on the ice is north and south.
Yeah.
Move the puck. The D need to move the puck north. And the Wildcats combat us pretty well.
Yeah.
They kind of run and gun, and they kind of look for that cross ice pass. They play more east-west. As soon as they get in the offensive zone or the blue line, they're looking straight across.
Sure.
Or they're trying to carry the puck and look back door.
Right.
And every play from below the goal line, they're looking back door. So there was a couple times where, and again, it could have been just us being tired. I know Jake was kind of banged up there in that game. We were trying to do too much individual stuff. D side of things, defensemen were trying to hit that run and gun pass, that long bomb, stretching the neutral zone. We didn't even have possession of the puck half time in the D zone. So, that kind of bit us in the butt there a little bit with the Wildcats. And on Sunday with Metro, because Metro started hanging a guy, seeing that we're floating a guy, and if we get 5 guys in the zone, now it's a 5-on-4 situation. So, we did a pretty good job of identifying the problem and fixing the problem. The X's and O's kind of really took charge this weekend. Going over a lot of things X and O wise, and you can see them kind of like, okay, what coach is is onto something here, and hey, we got to stick to what coach is saying because it works, and we're doing this and it's not working, and then you hit the panic button there a little bit, and guys are trying to do too much. So D zone, it's real simple. I like my guys moving the puck up, and obviously you've seen us play. It's the short passes, nice crisp passes, short, keeping the game simple, moving the puck down low in the offensive zone, and our D moving the puck north. I don't like the whole D to D to D to D backing into our own zone, and we started doing that. And Metro, they have a couple guys with a little bit of speed. Again, they came out physical. Tried playing the chippy style game on us, and hats off to our guys again. I know we've talked about the penalties. I think we only had one there in Saturday's game. So I think it was like 3 Friday, 1, and then 2 or 3 there on Sunday. So another solid performance of us staying disciplined, and that's something I preach to them too. Hey, we stay disciplined. We stay out of the box. This puts us in a great position for 2 points at the end of the day.
Now, this coming weekend, you're seeing some teams you haven't seen in a while. You got Central Penn on the road on Saturday at the Regency Sports Rink, I believe it is, down in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. An afternoon game, so you guys will have some time to adjust there before and after, and then come back home on Sunday to play the New Jersey Renegades at 11:45. So just in terms of again, seeing some teams you haven't seen in a while, a lot of things tend to change in this league in the course of however many weeks it's been. Just what do you expect to see from them since the last time you met?
Central Penn, I'm not really sure. I mean, we played them once there. We jumped on real early in that game, and then it was kind of like a back and forth game for a little while. But then, this past week in Exton, just beat them. So hats off to Exton. Getting the W there and getting on the win column. So I know they've been working hard, and so that's good to see. And it's good for the league. So I'm not too sure what to really expect, or how to really go about it, other than just stick to our plan, stick to our style. And then obviously I think Sunday is going to be a pretty big war. There's a little between the two teams, a little bit of bad blood, and games have been getting a little chippy. And we need to stay out of that. Obviously, some like to come after us, and we have a big weekend the following weekend. And I know the boys have that Long Island weekend circled on their schedule. But I'm trying to keep it so we're not focused on that. We still have 4 points this weekend, and we've gotten the job done against these teams. The Renegades have given us a little bit of run for our money at times. But when we play our style, and we're too fast for them. We move the puck too well. So I don't think anything really changes a whole lot with those 2 games. I think we just need to stick to the game plan. Know the Renegades are who they are. Central Penn's going to come out probably on fire. They just they just lost a game, so I'm trying to keep it so my boys know that hey, 2 points isn't guaranteed 2 points anyway.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest focus right there.
Sure. All right. Well, if you want to come down and see the Knights this upcoming weekend on November 13th, it's a Sunday, 11:45, right here at the Revolution Ice Center. They'll be taking on the New Jersey Renegades. If you want to catch that, and then on Saturday the game will be on HockeyTV.com. If you do have a subscription, so you'll be able to tune in then to see the Knights on the road and hopefully continue this winning streak moving forward. Absolutely. So if you do want to follow us, if you can't make the games, or if you want to follow for updates, you can follow us on Twitter at NA3AHL Knights. You can follow us online at www.wbsknights.com, as well as on Facebook at Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights Hockey. Josh, as always, thank you for a couple minutes, and we wish you the best of luck this weekend, and we'll see you back here at home on Sunday.
Absolutely, Tim. Thanks.